I I'm not sure if they're just fucking with us, but is the irony in what this lady has said, and you probably can like just read it on the screen, but I'm going to do the thing, unmute it, let it play in full, and then go from there.
Because, and I get it, there's men that prefer not to be with women with kids. Like, we get it, we hear you guys, we hear you loud and clear, okay? Nah, man don't want any woman with kids, you know? Don't want no woman with kids, you know? Like, any man that is so vocal about, I don't want a woman with kids. Why on earth would anyone want to be with someone like that? Why? Because it's just a horrible trait to have. Like, yes, have your preferences, but don't go and shout down a whole group of people in society and make them feel worthless about themselves just because you don't want to date one. Make it make sense. And I get it.
So if you have a preference, and that preference can make someone feel worthless, don't say anything. So this also should apply to any woman who doesn't want a guy who's, broke, or, bad in bed, or dick doesn't work, or really just watch a Kendra G show and just write a whole fucking list. It gets pretty long. Because they regularly say what they don't want on that show, the other podcast, another podcast, a different podcast. Remember, if you make 50,000, don't date. You don't deserve to date. You're not in a place to date. Remember that really, 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 really ugly chick with the ring around her mouth? Oh, if you can't pay all the bills, you just shouldn't be this. And you got it, like, they make it known what the fuck they don't want. Hell, I seen a reel the other day that was making fun of the whole, that whole male loneliness epidemic thing. Oh, but my dad said it's just selective, like natural selection, right? So it's funny when your preferences are disqualifying people, but if our preferences make women feel bad, just shut the fuck up. No.
About, I don't like that. Why?
And how could a man's preference make you feel worthless or make you feel anything? Y'all regularly say y'all are super strong, talk all y'all shit, but dudes' preferences make you feel worthless? Really? I don't believe it. Because it doesn't make you change a damn thing. Whether it's kids, being fat, being loud, wearing bad weave, BBLs. Y'all just shut the fuck up and get over it. Because y'all gonna do it anyway. And all of a sudden, y'all feel worthless? I did react to her about a week ago. But the crazy thing is about this particular preference is women all the time say, if they don't have kids, or even sometimes if they do have kids, they don't want a man with kids. So I don't understand how this preference is even shouted down at all. Because women don't like it neither. Nobody, this is why people, it's so like sometimes out of pocket, admittedly, but they say, just date other people with kids, or go back to your baby daddy. Cause for real, what the fuck? Y'all will really do anything about the problem but prevent the problem. Why? That makes no sense. You see evidence of what it turns into every fucking day. But yet you will still create the situation and then go, why does anybody have a problem with it? Just don't create the situation. Don't have a baby out of wedlock, and then stay married. And like one lady, the most recent lady, I said that's a solution. Oh well, that can't work with me because my husband tried to kill all of us. Of fucking course. Of course, I run into the one chick who married Chris Benoit and got away with it. Come on. Like, stop it. I get so sick of all the get out of jail free cards that y'all always have. And then wonder why dudes, quote unquote, want to turn into bitches today. Y'all got the good shit. All of it. Y'all got all the good shit. Y'all get out of your free card for everything. I want that too. Call me what you want. I want it. This guy, do you want a man without money? And she said relevance. Nah, that's just being plain old dense. That's being dense. Because you clearly understand the comparison he's making, but play stupid. Got it. Girl, tell him again. Because we don't want them either. Okay. So, do you get the irony in that, or do you just not give a fuck? Because if you don't want me, then why should you be able to tell me out loud, mind you, that you don't want me and I need to shut the fuck up? But I can't say I don't want you. This idea that what the woman wants in a scenario is the end all be all, it's gotta stop. It's gotta stop. Like when Kendra G interviewed Joy Taylor couldn't wait to go, we don't want you, we don't want you. When Kendra G was speaking generally. Because it's imperative, or whatever the fuck. It's just very imperative that y'all let us know we don't want you, so that ends the discussion. No, it doesn't. Because I don't want you either. And I have to write an essay about it. And publish it in the paper. I have to. So no, I get this. I get the last say so in this petty, bitter ass back and forth that we've been having for 2 decades now. No words needed. When you say you don't want an average man, isn't that shutting down a group of people too? And she's average, and then somebody responds with, an average man. The fuck is that to you? Let me guess, you follow too much content from other men. Why did she keep spacing it in like that? Telling you what women want, and they all want six figures. Okay, that I think that was an attempt at you watched too much online content, but she kept spacing the N out, and it fucked me up. You're hurt because he didn't qualify for someone. Get over it. Is this a chick? I don't think this is a chick. I think somebody just running the channel. But for you guys who really want to look, here you go. As a matter of fact, one of these pictures is going to be the thumbnail. Let's go with this one. I'll come back to it. It's so funny. I've a friend who has sole custody of his kids, and 90% of women he meets don't want to know because of that. Double standard at its best. People, please, I can admit that I have typos, but y'all typos are fucking horrendous. Please stop doing that. Please proofread. Shit. She responds with, it's a shame. But again, it's their preference. As long as they're not being disrespectful, it's fine. No. My position might just be disrespectful. I think people who produce bastard children do their children a complete injustice. I think that's I think the way we generally operate, which is the default position is bastard children, is fucking trash. But people view that opinion as a disrespectful position. But I could also view people's opinion about incels as a disrespectful position, which you don't give a fuck if they die by fucking bear mauling because you just don't like them. Nope, the disrespectful part is kind of irrelevant. Why do you feel worthless because men said they don't want you? She said, I didn't say that. It's when people are disrespectful. It's uncalled for. That's not what you said. That's not what you said. You can claim that's what you meant. That's not what you said. You said, why make people feel worthless? That's what you said. Welcome to the real world. Certain men do not qualify for certain women for all different reasons. Men don't cry about it or shoot down those women for not liking them. They move on and to the next. Some women don't want men with more than 2 baby mamas. Oh, listen. All right, I'm not reading all that shit because the way he typed it. That's not true. There are guys that exist that do goofy shit when rejected, but that's kind of irrelevant to the point she's making. But again, I'm not going to read the rest of that because I don't like it. I'm actually on her side on this issue. Screaming out, "I won't date anyone with kids," just make them feel bad about themselves and doesn't contribute anything to the discussion. Both sides are screaming out their preferences, if you were to be honest. Her take on this is shallow, as she won't call out the female podcasters who do this on a daily. Yeah, I agree with that guy. Because, like he said, the podcast on podcast on podcast. Again, go watch Kendra G. Nonstop. It's, I don't want a guy that's like this. I don't want a guy that's like that. He got to make this. He got to make that. I'm actually just going to go ahead and go to her page because, again, this is the second time I reacted to her. I got a feeling she's got a whole page full of bullshit. Alrighty. Oops.
Everyone's got a preference, right? Some people like to date people with children. Some people like to date people without, okay? I get it. But I feel when we get to a certain age, can people still have those preferences? For example, say men over 35, can they still have a preference to date a woman that doesn't have kids? Because not all, but most 35 plus women might have children, 1 or 2 or 3 children. Like, we've lived life. We might have a marriage behind us, couple relationships, couple baby daddies. Like, it happens. So is it really fair for a guy in his late 30s to expect to find a woman without children? Or should he kind of take what he's given? What do you think?
Okay, so I'm not sure if she's trolling with that, the whole take what he's given, because, they like to just take things that men are saying and just like reverse it back in some non-creative way. And I think that was one of them. But and I think I made a video on this already. If I have, then I guess still watch because I might say something different. But this idea that, can we have a preference because, life happens, which was the general sense of it. Well, yeah. Because if that's the case, y'all can't have even a preference such as a man have all his limbs. Because, life happens. You can't disqualify a guy because you met him and his breath smelled like shit. Because life happens. He probably is on a business trip, forgot to pack a toothbrush, got on the plane, got off the plane, the guy we're going right back, and now he meets you and his breath stank. Life happens. Hell, some injuries cause you to not get an erection. That was the chiropractor told me. I think he was trying to scare me into buying this business. Because apparently, if you got back problems, your dick won't work like much sooner than 60. But hey, life happens, right? So you can't say, again, that's another popular one on Kendra with the older crowd. You can no longer say, hey, no men with erectile dick dysfunction because shit, life happens. Can a woman really have a preference at 35 plus that a guy is in shape? I mean, because shit, life has been happening his entire life, and it shows right there in his midsection. Nipples to belly button. It's right there. Every time you sit down, nipples to belly button. Life happens. Right? Get over it, right? Take what you get. Hell, stop saying, be employed, Because shit, life happens. And sometimes people don't go right back to work. Sometimes it takes a while because, life happens. How the fuck long do you want to go with the whole life happens? I'm assuming not very long.
Or should he kind of take what he's given?
Then she went from, I have a couple marriages. Or we might have a couple of baby daddies. So not even sell me on the marriage part. Just straight up sell me on the baby daddies. Shit. Can you go back to him? Here's my thing. If I gotta accept the fact that essentially this is just some, at best, temporary thing, which people don't say the words, but that's exactly what it is. Because if you're selling me on the, well, yeah, life happens. I had a husband or a baby daddy. You're telling me that, people don't keep their, stay together forever vows and shit. Sometimes people don't even go through with it at all. And you just move on. I don't think it makes logical sense to just continue to go into these combined life situations ever at all. Because it's combining addresses, combining bank accounts, which I don't believe you should be married and not do it. Combining lifestyle, all this shit for what? For what? Just live at your place, I live at mine, and whenever the life happens scenario comes up, well, just life happen your ass back to your house. Oh, life happen my ass back to my house. Why we gotta combine anything? Since we're admitting that these relationships are temporary. Why are we doing the permanent shit still? Why? We don't believe certain structures from so long ago are necessary. So how about we don't have all the other things that should be deemed unnecessary? Like moving in together. That should be very unnecessary. We literally got people who I've covered videos about it. Separate bedrooms. Not a bedroom in like an office. No. Separate bedrooms when they move in. I've seen like 3 different chicks say, fuck it, separate houses. But somehow still married. Which really means I'm obligated to help you when you want it. Fuck that. Let's up front start talking about how temporary it's going to be. And I don't owe you shit. You don't owe me shit. We're just companions for the time being. I'm personally sick of the pretend shit. It's stupid. Let's just move on like we want to. We know we want to. So we don't have to go through some bullshit. Get your shit out of my house.
I spoke to one guy. We were getting on, chatting. He asked me where I was from, age, Like the vibes were there. I thought he was cute. I know that he thought I was cute, evidently. And then I thought, let me just throw in, like, do you have any children? So I asked him, do you have any kids? And he was like, no. He was 36. And I was like, oh, okay, that's okay, fine. Then he asked me, do you have any kids? I was like, yeah, I've got 2. When I tell you guys, the vibe changed. The vibe changed instantly. And I was like, this is why I always say about kids up front. I don't feel any way about it, but I know some people don't like, they don't want someone with kids, and that's fine. But it was just awkward, and I could tell he was like wondering, how do I get out of this? So I just helped him out. I just kind of deaded the conversation and was like, yeah, I'm gonna go. But yeah, it just makes me think if there's any like single parent speed dating or.
Now notice that you didn't see anybody in her comment section telling her that she needs to stop talking about the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over. You know, kind of how they do the manosphere and red pill and all that. You guys talk about the same thing all the time. Nobody's telling her not to. On women's podcasts, what do they talk about all the time? These men don't provide anymore all the fucking time. But anywho, Yeah, the only thing about this video that I'll speak on is absolutely. You absolutely should talk about the most serious shit you can up front. I've said this many times. The idea that you need to poo-poo your way months and months, sometimes years, to the serious shit is stupid. If you want to be married, and I don't, why are we waiting 6 months in to do that? To have that conversation? That doesn't make any sense. That is a dead situation. Why are we wasting any time? If you eventually want to be moved out of the States, and I don't, I refuse to move. Are you going to pay, if I don't get a job fast enough, are you going to pay for everything? Till I do, and not hold it over my head? No, I'm not moving. That's a dead situation. Shouldn't happen. But nope, people want to keep on faking it until eventually you end up with somebody you don't like. Or maybe you do like, but you can't live with them because y'all are way too different. This shit is stupid. This shit is stupid. I repeat, this shit is stupid. Stop doing this.
I am seeing the same people on this app. I'm seeing the same guys. I haven't been on the app for like a year and a half. I'm seeing the same people on the app. People that I've matched with and spoken to. Never actually went on a date, but like we were talking and then some of them ghosted me. Had the audacity to try and rematch with me and be like, hey, long time. It was in that moment I knew I'd have to get off the app. I do, because whilst I'm looking at them and saying, what are you doing on the app? What am I still doing there? Why am I back on the app? I'm no better than them, clearly, because I wasn't able to keep a man. Keep a man. No, it's not me, it's them. So that's my experience.
So, yeah. This one chick I matched with 3 times. Now, if women still don't know by now, what a lot of guys do is they just tap right the whole time and see who matches with them and go from there. That's what I do. But I ended up matching with the chick like 3 times. And she wasn't unattractive. It's just her bio simply said, don't ask what I'm looking for. And I think that's a really dumb request. Because I'm still going to ask you. So I never messed her at all. Because I kind of want to know what you are looking for. I want to know if you want a relationship. Do you want a situationship? Do you want that bullshit y'all trying to call friends and see where it goes? Because I don't know if y'all don't understand this concept, but that means you aren't looking for shit. That's what that means. Because first of all, this is a dating app. So if you're to tell me, oh, I'm looking for friends, what? Go back to the regular version of Facebook. You know, where you can add that suggested person that will be labeled your friend. That is already there. Why'd you come to the dating part to say, oh, I'm just looking for a friend? You lonely fuck, stop doing that. And then the audacity, you're lying. I know you're lying. I know you are lying. Because here's what friend really means. And I've tried to ask a million questions. To be fair, sometimes I was a bit of a smartass, right? But most of the time I was genuine about it. I asked, so what do friends do to you? Like what do you typically do with your friends? Right? Sometimes they wouldn't answer, or sometimes they would give you this mystical type dating answer that they just do with friends. It's like, that doesn't sound like a fucking friend. Like go out to dinner, go out to bowling, and go out to. So do we split the check? Do we, like? I think one time a chick might have responded after that and didn't just flat out ghost me. I'm not falling for it. I'm not. And if that means I will never find anybody, it is what it is. But I know the deal. You saying, oh, let's be friends, is just a way to go, all right, let's see who let me gather all you around, Let me. Okay. Okay. I'm going to be fucking you. Lean over a little bit so I can. Okay. You can be plan B for when he is too busy for the preferred dicking that I like. Okay, and the rest of you can like get to know me and buy me stuff and message me all the time, and that's what that is. It's a no obligation on your end, but I'm not obligated either, but I better do the courtship thing or you out the fucking door. That's what that is. No. No, 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 no. I'll pass. Respectfully.
I'd let you guys know that I'm out here dating, so we decided to go down to this event in London, organised by Kickback. It was like a networking mixer / dating kind of event. When going to the event, me and my girl just kind of went with an open mind. We weren't really sure what we wanted to get out of it, but we just thought, let's get out there and just meet some people. The event was at Mask London, which was like a restaurant bar. And it was like a small to medium-sized space, really cute decor. The bar looked nice, but was a bit disappointed that they didn't have any like cocktail options. I just wanted a margarita, and apparently that was too much. So yeah, we settled on some Prosecco, because you can't go wrong with some bubbles. So I think we needed the liquid courage because we were both feeling really nervous and we didn't know why. I think the event could have been facilitated better in terms of like encouraging people to talk to each other, having structured games, or like sticking to like...
So it's a bar? Like, how do you call this some sort of like singles mixer networking thing when that's what a bar is? Alright, whatever, cool. And here's the thing. She's not a bad looking chick though, like. So it's like, this is clearly, well, at least to me, clearly just someone who essentially just doesn't want to be grounded by anything. She doesn't want to be grounded by a husband. Doesn't want to be grounded by a baby daddy. And I think you people, and I mean, listen, that's gender neutral. You people who do this, stop. Just stop. Just fucking stop. Stop having fucking kids. There's this massive idea of people in which it's just like, oh, I want to maximize my single life, so therefore you get with somebody, and here's how I know y'all be bullshitting. You get with somebody who you can co-parent with. That's what your idea is. Not somebody you can have a family with, someone you can co-parent with to maximize your single life. That's bullshit.
So he's 30, 5'9".
That's the same look when you go, baby mama, do 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 do.
Again, we said we were being open-minded. I don't like when they write too much. Do I like men? Do I? X. Yeah, what X? What X? Next one, Joe. My simple pleasures, Gonzos. 6'3". I'm gonna Google what Gonzos are. What are Gonzos?
Ladies, if y'all go through dating apps like this, think about why games get played with you. Bruh, on the apps or in real life. If that's how you pick. That tells me there's no compromise whatsoever. Whereas, believe it or not, men compromise all the time. We go, she has a fucking kid, but you know what? Fuck it. You know, the whole 90s. She has a bit of an attitude, but you know what? Fat ass. She ain't got no ass, but you know what? We get along. Like, you show me any South Korean cheerleader that's fucking with me, they ain't got no ass, but I'm there. I'll take the pretty face. I'm there.
I need to find out because Joe likes Gonzos. Oh, do you know what I hate? Is when they put...
Peep that. That's a very underrated thing she just did. He's 6'3". She went and looked up what he liked. 5'9" just straight up got her ex. That's what y'all do in real life, and we know it. So all the, you got to do this for me, or you got to do this. No, I don't. You don't like me, or you do. And doing all this tells me you don't like me. So good luck out there. Sayonara.
Random pictures. Like, how am I supposed to judge you, bro, if you've got a picture like that? I don't like penguins. Guys, look at the picture. Look at the pictures. Oh yeah, this is a good one. Ooh, yeah.
That's my favorite group. They don't put out much shit no more as a group, but yo, shit, my bad, heartburn. You said this year was the year for love and blah blah blah. So I'm gonna finish it. I'm gonna finish it. I'm gonna finish it off on that. But yeah, this started as me just wanting to, have some fun with one of the videos, but then I figured I'd just go through quite a few of them. I'm not sure that I don't want to go any farther than that because I get full body. Again, a regular dude would be like okay with it, but if you're gonna go with regular guy and be a baby mama, to two, he's going to be the corny guy that y'all all... That 5'9" dude, probably your guy. Because the amount of y'all that passed on him, as you see, has kind of made him go, you know what? I kind of want to just... something slow. Something that's just, a little bit, not too much. I'm cool with you. You just, she got 2 kids. That's cool. I can take that. No problem. No, is she cute? How cute is she? Oh, she's that cute? I can tell her forehead as big as mine, but, whatever. Fuck it. She's still cute with the makeup on. I'll take it. Compromising. Which y'all don't. Y'all compromise is, well, I looked up what he liked and decided being 8th in line for him was okay. So I compromised. Oh, and she made progress too. Bravo. But yeah, that's that Korean ass. You know what? Actually, let's go to a Korean. So yes, we shall sign off with Korean cheerleader. The scary thing about this is, I looked her up. She's 25. I don't get 25 from her. This is a very, very childish 25. Okay, I was looking for a different one, but apparently I watch her too much and she pops up all the time. But, whatever. This is the one that would get the 6'3" and still kind of really get played around with, honestly, if his options are that widespread. But, anyway, be right, not positive. I'm out.